NBA rumors. Will Hawks revisit Kevin Durant after hard trade deadline pursueth? Atlanta Hawks made a push to acquire Kevin Durant from the Suns. The Atlanta Hawks have been an interesting team this season, operating as a fringe playoff team that has performed well against the best teams in the league even after the injury to Jalen Johnson. Trae Young has continued his streak as one of the best point guards in the league. Dyson Daniels has emerged as a Defensive Player of the Year candidate, and the 2024 NBA Draft's #1 draft pick Zachary Reisaker is finding his groove in the Atlanta offense and showing amazing glimpses of his potential. The Hawks, with their young core, certainly could emerge as a serious contender in a couple of seasons. But Atlanta looked to vault themselves into contenders this season with a huge trade to acquire Kevin Durant. Per ClutchPoint senior NBA insider Brett Ziegel, the Hawks made a call to Phoenix about acquiring the two-time champion. One surprise team that pursued Durant hard at the trade deadline, with other teams making calls to Phoenix, was the Atlanta Hawks, sources said. The Hawks, who were also in trade discussions with the New Orleans Pelicans on a deal centered around Brandon Ingram before he was traded to the Toronto Raptors, have been searching for another star to play alongside Trae Young, Ziegel said. In his report, he added, "Could the Hawks take a massive gamble on Durant in the final year of his contract to try and figure things out quickly around Young? With Capella becoming a free agent and likely departing, along with other players on expiring contracts, it's unlikely that Atlanta has the assets and money to make a trade for Durant." Kevin Durant to the Hawks would have been an interesting trade that would have certainly fortified the Hawks as one of the top 6 teams in the East. Durant's scoring ability and Young's ability as a playmaker would certainly have been a sight to see, and Atlanta's ceiling would have at least been the second round of the playoffs. But with so many tradable contracts expiring, Atlanta will have to go back to the drawing board in the offseason to raise the floor of the team. But the Hawks season isn't over, and they have a chance to leap out of the play-in tournament if the Milwaukee Bucks continue to struggle as the regular season nears its conclusion.